So RB2B is about to hit $4 million a year in annual recurring revenue. And so far, we are responsible for 42% of that revenue, about $1.2 million in annual recurring revenue. We're stoked about it. Here's how we did it by sending over 1 million cold emails in the past 8 months. I'm going to go a quick overview of like everything that we've done for them and share as much as we can because Adam loves to build his company in public, and I do too now. So this all started because Santosh hit me back up in about a month ago or so. I made a post celebrating that they just hit $3 million in ARR, and I knew I was responsible for about 14% of their company signups. So I was like, hey, so it's estimated that we're responsible for X. And so he sent me this following message in Slack. You can read it real quick if you want, but basically he was like, hey, if we're going to throw numbers out there, let's make sure it's happening. I was like, yeah, for sure. Let's do it. And so we hopped on a call, crunched the numbers. They got me over this spreadsheet here that you see, and we broke it down here. And so overall, and this is as of October 1st, and it's November 11th, right? But as of that point, they had collected just over $1 million. They were at $3.3 million in ARR, which they'll pass over $4 million any day now. And then when we ran all the numbers, we were responsible for about 42.26% of all their cash collected and 38% of all of their annual reoccurring revenue. And how we break these down is that there's three core buckets, right? There is there's a waitlist that they had, which they created before they even launched RB2B. And that waitlist was purely from like their LinkedIn audience, but they didn't have enough email reputation to be able to reliably send out those emails. So we sent those emails out for them. Right now, do we count that as like we did that or whatever? No, we just sent the emails for them. But we wanted to make sure get as much data over to Santosh as possible. Right. And so that was about 6% of all their cash collected, or about 5% of all their ARR right now. The second bucket was inbound led outbound, which is their own philosophy, Adam and Santosh, their philosophy that someone visits your website, you identify them with RB2B, and you then email the person or reach out to the person or whatever it may be. In this case, this is just an email where they visited the website, we identified them, and we sent them an email, and then they signed up. That alone is responsible for about 15% of all of their revenue, which is really badass. Their own tool has done that. So 15% of their own revenue is from their own tool to sell people on their own tool, which is really cool. And then the final chunk was our pure cold emails. So there's no overlap here. These are completely separate buckets. These are pure cold emails where we identify their ideal customer profile, we built the list, we built the copy, all of that kind of stuff, and then sent it out to those people. And we're responsible for 21% of all the cash collected and 16.76% of their annual recurring revenue, right? And so we're pretty stoked about that, obviously. And so here's what we did. Here's how we work. Here's how we got started with them back in, Adam reached out to me in December, and we launched their product, launched Outbound with their product when it launched back in March of 2024, right? And this is kind of just a quick preview of how we work, right? Here, right, we have like 2 core packages right now, right, where we just do high volume sending, really high deliverability, right? But the main thing with this is that we have like a 4-month window where we really go into this stuff, and we take about 3 weeks to build an infrastructure. During that 3 weeks, we work with each client, go over copy. We really try to capture the tone of the client, everything about your ideal customer profile, all of that kind of stuff. And then after 3 weeks, we launch everything. And then we have a 4-month window where our biggest thing is just like, let's test everything possible. Let's figure out which verticals, which industries, which personas are the best bang for our buck for us to go after. And this obviously works really, really great with companies that have very large TAMs, but it's even more powerful when you have a company that has a killer offer, right? Which obviously RB2B has, right? And so if you're wondering what copy we used for all of these people, you can see it here. It's fairly straightforward, right? We just go, hey Joe, we launched a tool that will let you know when, and we insert the target's ideal customer profiles right here. So if it's a baby bottle company, we let you know when mothers, fathers, and nannies are on your website or something, right? It identifies the anonymous people on your website, sends a LinkedIn profile to your Slack channel in real time, and it's completely free. Reply back with yes if you would like me to send you a link to sign up. P.S. No, I'm not kidding. It's an exact match to the individual on your site, not just the company name, and we won't charge you a penny. And so this copy kills it. It gets on average about a 30% positive reply rate on all of our replies. And it does great. But also, like, this is what I would call like short and punchy. Copy is very different, like business to business. And this copy also is very much, we try to capture how Adam talks, right? And anyways, but like we have other clients. We just launched a client the other day, Fixer.ai, and we're printing for them right now. And we did not do short and punchy. We did a short and punchy version versus one that they wrote themselves that was from the founders with their, like, they even said, like, me and my brother just launched a tool to do blah, 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 right? And so it was very personal, very different from short and punchy, and it beat our short and punchy version, right? So like, that's why testing is so important, because you can have all these great ideas, but like your ideas are worthless. You need to listen to the marketplace to tell you what actually works or not. And you need to have the patience to be able to make that testing happen, right? And so let's see, and it all just kind of fits under this philosophy that I've been developing recently, or maybe the motto for our brand is like deliverability first, offer second. The idea is that we take care of the first thing, you need to take care of the second thing, right? Because we can get you to the inbox, but if there's 0 positive replies, it's just the marketplace telling you that no one likes your offer, which is also really valuable as a founder, because then you go, okay, I thought this was great, I was obviously wrong. Marketplace is telling me something. So now let's figure out what I can change to make it so the marketplace does like my offer, which is way better. Because if you don't have deliverability solved, the whole time you're just, Google's just keeping you out and you just feel like you're shadow banned from people's inboxes, right? So let's see. So continuing on. So here's like some of the most recent campaigns that we've ran for them. These ones have been doing really good with some lookalike audience building that we've been testing. But 30% positive replies, pretty much. Across the board. And so final thoughts on this stuff, right, is that offer truly is king. A big reason why we are successful is because RB2B and Adam and Santosh, they have a great product. They reiterate on stuff. We hop on weekly calls with their executive team, and we just own the full outbound forum, and we just kind of self-managed in a lot of ways. Like Adam and I don't hop on a lot of calls. We both like work at async, and so it works great. He gives us good feedback. But also the other thing that's been really important over the last 6 months that I would say is that he's been patient when shit happens, when all of our infrastructure dies and I have to completely rebuild every single domain and completely reconfigure how we're sending emails by building like a private sequencer like we did with SaaS Mail. And when we had to do all of those things, I remember just shooting him a DM and be like, hey dude, deliverability is horrible right now. I don't know how long it's going to take to fix it, but I am going to fix it. And we're on top of it and we're going to make it happen. And that was like a month, 6 weeks where we were completely down. Or rather just like every email we were sending, we were basically completely down because no emails were being delivered. And he was patient enough he was like, dude, sounds great. Thanks for figuring this stuff out. Thank God we're working with somebody who can figure this stuff out for us, right? And so we're super grateful for him because he's just, both him and Santosh are just really good clients. They communicate well. They give us good feedback. There's a lot going on here. But the main thing is offer is king. If their offer sucked, these campaigns wouldn't do good, right? We're not like some magical lead gen agency. We're just a really good cold email consultancy that can help people get into the inbox and we can manage all this stuff for them, right? So anyways, if you're wondering, we're going to be doing a really big deep dive. Me and Adam are going to be hopping on for about an hour on December 3rd. I don't know what time it's going to be. Make sure you follow Adam if you don't already. This will be part of a new thing that he's doing called RB2B Insiders. And we're going to be doing a really big deep dive on like, hey, here's everything that we've done. Here's everything that we've learned. It'll be much more in depth like this. It'll be an hour instead of a quick LinkedIn post. And so make sure you're following both of us so you can see when that happens if you're really interested in just how all these things work or how we work and things like that. And then, of course, if you're ever curious about how we can help you deliver your company's emails into the primary inbox and you have a good offer, then, drop a comment or hit the link in my bio and set up a call with us. So anyways, hope this helps you out. Have a great day.